All right, listen up, you guys. So for this, we are going to go through and now ambiguous. Keyword ambiguous. Now think of the word ambiguous. Sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Say it. Say it. Go ahead, say it loud and clear. No. Say what you're saying, because that's the point I'm trying to make. What does it sound like? There we go. Okay? So, what does that mean?
I don't know where you're trying to go.
And the biggest.
Okay. Ambiguous. Because there is something here that is too big that's going to give you more than one opportunity or more than one answer for this. So, when we were talking about this the other day, we had certain types of triangles that we were using. So, right now, this one is going to be side-side angle. Or, if you were in geometry class, it would be a angle side-side. Angle side-side. So when we're identifying the triangle, that's an angle, side, and side. Whenever you see angle, side, side, would you please, what is it?
Ass.
Loud and clear, say it again.
Ass.
Not that.
Donkey.
Ambig.
Oh.
There he goes. Okay. When it's angle, side, side, you have ambiguous. Excuse me. Shh. Okay. Why don't you move back over here? Yes, over there. Yes. Okay, do you guys both want to go next door? Okay, so separate. So this is going to be one of those things that it works out or it doesn't work out. Now, ambiguous case, when we have angle side side. So that means okay, given the lengths of two sides and the angle opposite, fine, you're permanently there. Not further away, more, go further away. Too close still. All right, if we're given the lengths of two sides and the angle opposite one of them, so side-side angle or angle side-side, then 0, 1, or 2 such triangles may exist. Let me show you why. So if there's 0, my length for little a would be like this.
I can't see that. Oh, never mind. I have this.
So it would be 0. I would have 1 if I would have a right angle here.
Stop! Oh my god.
You would have 2. You would have 2 if it is a certain length here. These are all the examples of the different triangles that you could have. You would have 2 opportunities, 2 different triangles for this one right here.
Can you make that a little bit bigger?
No. It will make more sense here momentarily. So for any angle theta of a triangle, 0 is less than sine theta, which is less than equal to 1. If sine is equal to 1, then theta is 90 degrees. Okay? If it's equal to 1, it's 90 degrees, so you get one triangle. Okay? If it is supplementary, you know what? Let's just show you how to do this.
Yeah.
First thing I need to do is, go ahead, please do that. Make sure your calculator's what? Okay, so make sure the calculator's in degrees. Okay, fix it. Now, whenever I'm doing this, I'm giving this problem. This is especially for those people that were actually trying to do the homework. What should I do if I'm given this information right here?
Make a triangle first.
Draw a triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
When you draw a triangle, it doesn't matter the shape. It doesn't. You just have to put a triangle there, label it ABC, so you put everything where it goes. Because when you start this out, you don't know what it's going to look like until you're done. And it's not going to be to scale.
So isn't this the one you divide by 1/2?
Nope.
No, that's the one when it's, you give in, like,
2 sides?
That's the area when you have 1/2
Oh,
times
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right, so I have those angles. I labeled it accordingly. So it says that B is 5540. Little b is
8.90.
8.94. Where does that go?
Down.
On the bottom,
A
right?
and C.
bottom feeders.
And little a is 25.1.
On the right side of B.
On the right side over here, right?
BSC.
So here's the case that we have. Angle side, side. Because this angle is not between my two sides. It's not between the two sides. It goes here first, right? So it's not between any of the sides.
What would happen if it wasn't between the sides?
Then it would be side, angle, side.
So
Oh.
we should try this.
That would be SAS, right? And this one is? Thank you. All right. And whenever you have an angle side, side, you know you should automatically think of what? Ambiguous. Ambiguous. Okay. You have to label these accordingly, and you have to look at it and identify what you have. So since I have that much information there, let's go ahead. I need to go through and try and figure out a couple things. So first, I need to figure out, oh, hey, look, right here. Okay, I have B's, right? So can I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now this time we're going to talk about angles. We're not solving for sides. We're now solving for angles. So let's go ahead and set this up. So it's going to be
8.94
8.94
over
over sine of
540.
is equal to
25.1
25.1 over,
B.
over what?
Over C.
No,
Big A, right? But what am I going to write?
Sine A.
Sine A, very good. Sine of A. Sine of A. That is important. Label it like you're supposed to because big letters are the angles, little letters are your sides, right? Okay. Super important. Now, let's see. Let's see. If I'm looking for an angle, I have to do the inverse. I will have to do the inverse if I'm looking for an angle. So let's go ahead cross products first. So cross products here. So it's going to be 8.94 times sine of A is equal to 25.1 times sine of 55 degrees, 40 minutes.
So 25.1 times sine 5 over
Yeah, we're trying to get sine A by itself right now, right?
Yeah.
So what would I do to the 8.94?
Divided.
Okay, good. So it's going to be sine of A is equal to 25.1 times sine of 55 degrees, 40 minutes, all over 8.94. That's a wrong number.
Oh, so you just switch those
So
two
you
then?
use the inverse side?
Yes, I will use inverse.
Alright.
Okay, so now you said what?
You just switch those two? Sine A and A.
Yeah, so now we're going to inverse. So now I'm going to get A by itself. Remember, when I'm doing inverse, I replace this with all of that. Replace this with all of that. So now it's going to be A equals inverse sine of all of that, which is going to be 25.1 sine of 55 degrees, 40 minutes, all over 8.94.
It's equal to 2.318437.
How many decimals do you go on?
Nope.
It's
Get
undefined.
your foot off the.
Undefined? We're not
That's
supposed to
not
put
it.
the sign in.
Yeah, you do.
No, the sign, the art sign.
You do.
Is that right?
Only matters
It
is
is?
you just told me no.
Yeah, that's no either.
It's undefined, sir.
Undefined. You forgot to put the angle.
What the hell? Undefined.
Bro, that's not that I popped that spot.
So it is undefined?
Okay. What'd you get when you did this?
Undefined.
Undefined. Now, there's a reason for it. If it's undefined, that means what?
It's greater than 1.
It's greater than 1, so what do you know about this triangle?
It's not.
It's not a triangle, is it? There's no triangle for this one. And this one is no triangle because this one does not exist. And I'm going to show you guys why. So I'm going to go to the next page and I'm going to show you guys why. So, with the information I had, isn't this supposed to be here? That's not long enough, is it?
Why not?
Because if you open this up, this is an exact 55 degrees right here. 55/40. That is exact. Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 55 degrees 40. And that is 25.1 long. The largest angle in a triangle has to be across from,
C.
not C,
The 90
Apartment?
degrees.
Nope.
Just kidding.
not hypotenuse, because we're not dealing with right triangles, are we?
One of the angles.
Which angle? Largest side goes with the
Largest angle.
largest angle. The largest side goes with the largest angle. Largest side goes with the largest angle. So since this right here is so big that it's not going to make a triangle, because of this right here being exactly 55/40, that cannot complete a triangle. Does that make sense now? Or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So, if this side over here is bigger than this side, so angle C was supposed to be my biggest one, right? And so, it would have to be somewhere over here. It would have to be a lot bigger than this. So, if I'm drawing it out, that's actually the 55/40. That's the length of this, and this is 8.94. So, it will not close the triangle, will it?
No.
No, it will not close the triangle. So,
We're supposed to make a circle around the triangle.
no, you're not trying to make a circle. You're trying to make it. You're trying to make it a triangle. Right now, this line segment B is not long enough to complete the triangle.
Talking about the circle above.
No, if you any way you rotate it, it's not going to ever complete the triangle.
Or would we complete the circle?
Well, maybe.
You're not going to complete a circle.
Slide down and reverse it.
Perfect. Go to sleep.
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Okay. Ambiguous case given two sides of an angle opposite one of the sides. Ambiguous angle side side, right? Angle side side.
What's your full base?
Switch it up here.
Okay, I'm looking at this example here. What should I start by doing?
Triangle, make it.
Draw a triangle.
Jordan. Alright, come on.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know the scale. I don't know the scale. I'm just drawing a triangle, and I'm going to put things where they go. It's not going to be to scale. You just need to know what side goes with what, because opposite big A is little a, right? So we need to be able to label it correctly. So this is 55.3. Little a is 22.8. And little b is 24.9.
Angle side side.
Angle side side. So I know I have another ambiguous case. So it's going to be ambiguous. So my options are going to have no triangle, one triangle, and two triangles. It's possible to have two triangles also.
1 plus 2.
All right, so let's go ahead, take a look at this. So now with this, I'm going to have, let's see, 22.8 over sine of 55.3 degrees.
And equals 9.89.
Equals.
Thank you.
What do I write now? 24.9.
Oh, 24.9 over sine B.
Sine of big B, right? So, I want you guys, do the math, do the cross products. Do the math, do the cross products. Make sure you're writing it in your notes, because I want you guys practicing at this. You're going to do a crap load of this.
I got 63.9.
So, if I remember the steps, I know I'm going to come up with something like this. That's going to be B is equal to inverse sine of 24.9 sine 55.3 degrees over
I got 63.9.
64.5. Wait.
What?
Hold on, wait. Yeah, 24.9.
what do we get?
63.9.
63.9?
Wait, how do I get 8?
63.9.
What'd you get?
63.9.
63? Stupid.
You know your street.
He was
Now, on this one right here, okay, you have to check this. If you don't check this, it's going to mess you up.
The bigger that one.
The largest side goes with the largest angle, doesn't it? Largest side goes with largest angle. Okay, so now let's see. Smallest side's got to go with the smallest angle. Okay? Okay, let's see. I have that this B is supposed to be, I'm going to put it in different colors so you guys see this, 63.9. Larger side, larger angle. Is that true here?
Yes.
It is. It is true here, isn't it? So I have this one is bigger than this one, right? So therefore, this angle, okay, this side is bigger than this side.
Angle C 60.8.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So now, okay, I have one triangle there. Let's see what the rule back here said. Two triangles would be, hold on, here it is. Smallest angle is opposite the shortest side. The largest angle is opposite the longest side. And the mid-value angle is opposite the intermediate side, assuming the triangle has sides that are all of different length. Okay, same thing right here. This is also equal to sine of 180 minus whatever that value. supplementary angles all have the same value. Okay, so let's check to see if that works. Let's see if that works. So we're going to use this one right here. Because we have a possibility of a second one here. So now it's going to be sine theta. So it's going to be sine of 180 minus theta. What is my 180 minus theta? What's my theta in that one?
63.9.
Okay, let's do that. So it's sine of 60, oh wait, 180.
0.89. Do we round it up?
So this could be sine of what angle?
160.1.
1,
6.1.
okay.
Oh my goodness, that was so easy.
So there's a possibility I could have another one of 116.
Yeah, I can get that.
It's a possibility now, right? Yeah.
I didn't get that.
180.
180 minus 63.9.
Oh, we put the sign?
No, you're just doing the numbers inside.
Okay. It's,
No, don't put the sign. Just do the numbers. So,
Oh, then 150.
yeah. So, I'm just writing it out because it said formula of sine of 180 minus theta. So it's. I could draw another triangle here.
We keep going.
Now, is it possible for this to be a triangle here?
Yes.
No.
All three angles in a triangle have to do what?
180.
Equal up to 180.
What? Add up to 180. Am I going to get a value here?
No.
Let's see. That was A over here, right? This is A
B.
and C. So could I figure out, go 180 minus this minus this?
I gotta get somewhere real quick.
Okay.
We have 9.6.
You get what?
9.6.
9.6 or 8.6?
Oh.
8.3. I mean 8.6.
8.6 or 9.6?
8.6.
Oh, we have-
No, it's 8.6. I don't know why it put a 5 instead of a 6.
8.6?
Yeah. It put a 5 instead of a 6.
So it's possible for that one to be a really, really small angle. Okay, so let's look. Let's put our values in that I know. What was little b?
24.1.
24 point. Yeah.
24 point?
9. Yeah.
Okay, what was little a?
Little
22.8.
What is it?
22.8.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Does that still work?
Angle, side angle. Now you can do it. I mean side angle, side.
What side angles right now?
No, look. Does it still work? Is the biggest side
Yeah.
with the biggest angle?
Yeah.
Is the smallest side, that should be the smallest angle, but we don't know what this side is yet, but it would work out. It looks like it would work.
Yeah.
There's 200.
So could we find this other one over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and find little c then. Let's find little c. In this case, I'm going to try and find it. So I'm going to say that I'm going to start off with my 22.8 over sine of 55.3 is equal to little c over sine of 8.6.
1.
4.1?
Yeah.
So when we do the math, we're going to get C. So that one does work, doesn't it? So I can solve for this. I don't get it undefined anywhere. Now, the big key for the ambiguous case is the fact that when I do this, I have to set up a second triangle to see if my sides and angles match. Largest side, largest angle. Smallest side, smallest angle.
Middle side, middle angle.
Very good. That's what I need. So now I get this. Let's go back to this one over here. So I got that. All right, so that, and so let's see. I'm going to go back to the red one here. So mathematically, what is this one over here going to be? Nope, try again.
90 point something.
90 point something?
First of all, it's 8 point something. Actually, it's 7.
No, it's 60.8.
0.8?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 9, not a 7.
That's 0.8. So now, is it possible to find little c in this case?
Yeah.
Yes, so I want you guys, please, find little c in this case.
You get 60 from 8.
All three, 63.9, 55.3, and subtract it from 180. All three angles add up to 180, right? So in ambiguous case, this is our time where we're going to have two different triangles. Did you get it?
22.2. 24.2.
20 what?
24.2.
You said 24.2?
That's what I got.
Yeah, 24.2.
24.2?
That looks about right.
You want to see it?
No, it doesn't look right. Oh.
If you actually do the math, it
Well, it is
like,
smallest.
yo, Kashad, seriously, like, pick up the calculator and start doing it. Thank you. All right, so did you guys get 24.2 here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does the sides and angles match again? Let's see.
It's not the smallest.
My largest side is
Oh,
Largest angle.
largest angle. Largest side, largest angle. There we go. Smallest side, smallest angle.
Medium side.
Medium side, medium angle, right? So those work. So in this ambiguous case, we have two possibility of two different triangles. Whenever you get this, you have to solve for both triangles. So I have this one right here in red, which we did everything, and the other one in black. Because when I had the angle side side, I have to do this. And I have to see if this one's going to work out. Okay, there's cases in which that this one right here doesn't work out. So after I do this, this comes up to a number that would mean this would be a negative. So when you do 180 minus this and minus this, it's going to give you a negative number for this. That means that the second one would not work. Everyone have a rough night last night? Got a whole bunch of people trying to sleep on me.
Yeah, dude. I messed up.
All that rain?
I actually slept good last night.
It rained last night?
Oh yeah, I didn't get good sleep, but I'm still wide awake.
Okay, here is a accurate drawing of those two triangles.
Oh, you put that right there?
That's how mine looks.
Yeah, because it's in your notes. It's not like you're actually like writing it down.
That.
Really?
Yeah.
Lies. Oh man, why you gotta lie, man?
Did you really think I?
I thought you'd like turn over a new leaf, and I was hoping. You know what? I just lost all hope in humanity because of you. All right. Okay, number triangle is satisfying the ambiguous case. Sides AB, okay, so law of sines can be used, calculate value of sine B. Applying this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Example 3. You guys work a whole lot better if you have numbers in front of you instead of me just preaching. So that means you actually have to do some stuff. So, step 1. What am I doing with this information?
Get in a triangle.
And do 9/11.
Pyramid 11.
Fill me up.
What your
I've
givens?
The Down syndrome pyramid.
What? Go ahead. That was a very good question, and I was waiting for someone to say it. Nope.
No, it's
It-
upside down.
There's a. I always do it like this because you don't know the shape. But you need to know where A, B, and C go because little a has to be across from big A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how yours looks as long as it's consistent.
I'll put A's right here.
All it needs is.
So if you put A over here, okay, then that means that little a would be way down here, right? Yes? Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. I was waiting for someone to finally ask that question.
So fine.
So, let's see. Big A, 43.5.
That's a big deal.
Okay.
And little a, 10.7. Little c is 7.2. All right, so what do we got here?
What is God?
What we got?
Gotti God?
Angle side side. So, every time you see angle side side, you should think ambiguous, right? Ambiguous, so I know that you're going to have 0, 1, or 2 triangles. Let's see. So let's go ahead and set it up. So I'm going to start off with 10.7 over sine of equals.
Got 27.
What goes next?
Oh, little C, big C.
Little c and big C, right? Because that's all I can solve for,
Yeah, so
right? So it's going to be 7.2
over sine C.
sine big C. All right, you guys should know the pattern by now.
I got 27.6.
So I can say that big C is equal to inverse sine of
7.2.
times sine 43.5 over,
7.7.
and you said big C is what?
27.2.
You said 27.6 degrees?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
Now for the second try.
okay, listen up. Excuse me, Tashad. Please. Now, on this problem right here,
Why would you put it in B? Is it in C?
oh, it is C. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, actually,
That's the candy.
Angle B is 108.9.
Hit my boy up.
No, please don't hit me. That's gonna be that's gonna be dumb. That's gonna be a hard dumb.
You ain't give me one of those.
Oh,
What is that, a York patty?
I don't know what it is. I'm about to-
angle B is 108.9.
The little red patties. I don't know what those are.
okay, 27.6.
You gotta tap it.
Now, let's take a look. Does it satisfy my information
So far?
No.
so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Biggest side, bigger angle. Is that still true right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That part's good. That's the part I'm actually looking for. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Now, let's try the other one. Let's do another triangle.
I was just not.
There we go. Ah. Okay. So, the other triangle, we said, what was this? 40?
43.5. Angle C was 26.7.
27.6.
And I had it like that, and I guess I went like that and like this.
And this is A, C, B. All right. Now, let's try it. Remember what to do. What was the first thing you do for the second triangle?
You subtract 180.
Okay, so it's 180 minus,
827.
which gives me?
Gives you
152.4. The minus 43.5.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now let's see. Now I did the math, right? So this is supposed to be the other C. This is supposed to be the other C now. Right?
B.
That one's supposed to be big C. That one's supposed to be big C. Remember, we have two triangles, right? This is where it changes our angle. So we get this one, or it's this one. All right, let's figure it out. I gotta erase this because I put this right here. So this one is going to be that value, which is 152.4. Now, all three angles in a triangle add up to 180, right?
Yes, sir. Adds up to 195.9.
195, very good. That's what we look for. Is that more than 180?
Yes.
These two by themselves are more than 180, so I cannot have a triangle that has more than 180. So because of that, this is no second triangle.
So it's only one?
Yes. No second triangle because that one is more than 180. So I don't have to do the second one, so let's go back to the first one now. Let's finish up the first one. So we get that.
I'm already done.
We got that, and what was
Big B 108.9.
108.9.
Little B 14.7.
Okay, we solved for little b. You said it's what?
14.7.
14.7. That's the same stuff that we did on Tuesday, right? ¿Está muy fácil?
That's the C.
Sí, muy, muy fácil.
That's the C though.
Is that French?
Spanish.
Oh, shit.
Muy is not Spanish. Muy. Spanish. Aren't you in Spanish?
Okay, so analyzing. This is the last one for today because I'm going to finish this up. Listen, I'm going to finish this up and tomorrow we're going to have a homework day for this. Okay, you guys ready? So, this right here, without using law of signs, explain why angle A, little b cannot be valid for a triangle.
Angle A is the biggest.
Angle A is the biggest, right?
Yeah.
So if angle A is the biggest, you know what? Little a has to be
Big.
Big.
little a has to be the biggest, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here,
So it's undefined.
this one right here, this is no triangle.
Is that right away?
Yeah, so it's a right triangle.
Huh? What'd you say? Oh. We got no triangle there. Here we go.
Well, I didn't see the bottom. I could.
Yeah, it's right there. Same thing. So you guys learned something. All right, like, share, and subscribe.
How much is gravy?